Spirit, I ask you to cleanse the energy. Allow me to be a portal of information for whoever may need this reading. Thank you for entering this room. Thank you for cleansing my body. Thank you for being a beacon of light and allowing me to be utilized by the highest level of good that there is in the universe and beyond. I ask that my angels and ancestors step forward and be present as I do this reading for whoever and whatever energy may need it. I ask that the messages you present to me be the highest level of good and for the highest level of good. As my name is Journey to Tranquility, I ask that you help me to create an atmosphere of tranquility during this reading so that the people who see this reading may feel it in their hearts and in their homes and wherever else it may be needed for them. I now cleanse myself, my body, my spirit. I ask you to wrap me in love and light and protect me from danger seen and unseen, known and unknown, done and undone. Hello. So I know it's been a while. So I know it's been a while for everyone. Um, and I've been MIA for a while. I've been through a lot in the last couple months of the year. Um, actually, the last 6 months of the year has been very traumatic for me. I'm now removing myself out of the energy of lack. And of course, when your energy isn't right, you can't read. Not that you can't, some people do, but I just don't like to because that means that my energy um, is down, which means I'm ultimately opened up for spiritual attack. Um, so I had to get rid of that. before I could come back onto here and give you guys my best self. Um, I'm coming to you right now as clear-minded and pure as I possibly can, with my angels at my side protecting me. And I hope that when this reading is done, that you have gotten a message from the higher selves, and your beings, your family and friends who've passed on, your angels, and of course, God Himself. Um, Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out which cards I'm gonna start with. Um, and if you haven't gotten a message, if this reading was not the reading for you, then I would hope that you at least have gotten a little piece of tranquility. Let me move this up so I can see myself. There I am. Hello. I've been locked for 6 months, and the last 6 months has been locked. That's what I'm gonna just say. Um, so now I'm at much peace. I'm at my highest level of fuck it that I've ever been in my life. And I know some people may say, like, what does that mean? When I say fuck it, it means whatever comes my way, I have no control over it. None. And that's what I had to learn. I have no control over the things that happen to me that are not a direct result of the things that I've done. Um, Things that I cannot control, fuck it. They're going to happen. And eventually, I'm going to have to learn to ride the wave. And this year, I plan to practice that. This may be a message for somebody who is going through a tough time where they just don't know what's up and what's down, and um, they don't know how to navigate this time in their lives. You may be going through health problems. You may be going through family problems that are not a direct reflection of you. You know, anything that happens to you, because in life, every bad thing in life that happens to you is not a direct result of something that you've done. Sometimes it's just a pattern of your life. If you study astrology, um, and dive deep into your birth chart, which I've been doing lately, and I've come to the understanding of that some things are just going to happen. When you look into your astrological chart, birth chart, it tells you some of the patterns of your life. And sometimes these are just patterns of your life because this is something that you signed up for when you decided to come back to Earth. So ultimately, it is a direct reflection of something that you've done. But when you don't remember it, it's not a direct reflection of something that you've done. These are lessons that you were sent back down to learn. And sometimes when you're learning these hardcore lessons, sometimes you just have to learn how to let it go. Say, fuck it. This is something that's happening my entire life. And it's something that I have to learn to live with. For instance, one of the things that I have to learn to live with is people leaving my life. Whether it be them passing away, them moving out of the state, them just deciding not to be friends with me anymore, or deciding not to have a relationship with me anymore. These are things that happen throughout my life, and they've happened for a long time. And for a long time, I held on to that, afraid to let people in because I knew that ultimately, eventually, they're going to leave. But I'm learning, still learning till this day, to let go, to just say, fuck it. If somebody leaves your life, let them go, because sometimes that might be the necessary steps that they need to take to further themselves and become a better version of themselves. And you cannot hold them back, because it's going to stop their growth and it's going to stop your growth. So that's what I'm learning, to just say, fuck it. And sometimes people will come back around and sometimes they won't. Whatever it is in your life that you're having, you're seeing a pattern of, that always, that, oh, this always happens to me, this is just my luck. It's just your life, not your luck. It's just your life. And you have to learn how to deal with it. You have to learn how to progress through it. You have to learn how to push through it. You have to learn from it. So what is it that you need to learn from whatever pattern in your life? Okay, so that's enough. I don't know. Well, I didn't know where that came from. That was for somebody specific. If it's you, leave a comment, like, subscribe, or not, and just take it with you and learn from it. I'm not on here to get famous. I'm not on here. Um, Ultimately, I mean, I would like to make money, but if I don't, then I'm okay with that. Um, my highest goal is to help people. I don't want the fame. I don't want the acclamation. I just want to help. And at this present moment, this is what I've been told to do. So, what I'm going to do today, I'm not going to do any specific thing. I'm going to try to figure out, or I'm going to pull two of these to see if I can get any inclination on what type of sign spirit wants to talk to today. Okay. Well, that's another one. Okay. All right. So we have a moon. So I don't know if this sign will be your moon sign. We could be talking about a Cancer, or they're showing me there's the number 14 on here. You can't see it. There we go, 14. 1 plus 4 is 5. So the fifth sign, so October, if you're a Libra or a Scorpio. So I'm getting Cancer, Libra, Scorpio. And I'm showing this person is balancing something. So I'm picking up strong Libra vibes. And then we have Venus. Venus, I believe Libra is a Venus sign. Let me check real quick. Yep, Libra rules over Venus. So I'm getting strong Libra vibes. Strong Libra vibes. I'm not sure what's going on with you. I'm getting strong Libra vibes. If your birthday is between the 14th and the 16th, this is your Um, this is for you. Also, if you're a Virgo, this is for you because Virgo is the fifth. Is the fifth sign. Is there anything else? Any other inclination as to who this may be for? Okay, Cancer. All right. So I'm gonna show you. So again, we have Moon, the Moon. Um, we also have the number 14, which equates to the number 5 if you add 1 and 4 together, which is the fifth month is October. I'm sorry, the fifth month is May. Um, I don't know why I got October. Where the hell October come from? I don't know. Um, it must have been meant for me to say it. And then I have strong inclination that this is about a Libra, because they're balancing things out here. Also, the next part we have is a Venus, which Libra is a sign of the Venus. It's a Venus sign. The planet that rules Libra is Venus. And then we have a Cancer. So this may be referring to a Cancer who is dealing with a Libra, or a Libra who is dealing with a Cancer, whatever side you fall on. Um, and then we have an air sign. So Libra is air sign. I'm getting very, very strong Libra vibes here. I'm not sure exactly what, but I'm getting very strong Libra vibes here. And also with this 14 that equates to number 5, the fifth month is May. The fifth sign is Virgo. So we may be dealing with a Taurus or Gemini, Taurus or Libra with a Venus, because Venus rules Taurus and Libra. Air sign Libra, also Gemini, because Gemini could be in the month of May as well. And then we have a Cancer. We have Cancer, which the moon in Cancer, the moon rule the moon rules Cancer. Um, so yeah, so I'm looking at less likely, but very very small um, Virgo energy, Taurus, Libra, Cancer, and Gemini. Okay, let's see if there's any other. Okay, so I'm gonna like this sage again really quick. So anybody who is a Taurus, Libra, especially a Libra, because Libra's all over this, Cancer or Virgo, this is for you. Um, there may be someone who is dealing, a Libra who is dealing with a Virgo, a Cancer, or a Taurus. And honestly, I'm kind of getting two different relationships though. Like, if we're talking about love, because this reading isn't necessarily about love, but if it comes out, then it comes out. Who am I to stop it? Okay. Um, so I'm getting two different relationships. I'm getting um, a Libra and a Cancer. Actually, yeah, Libra, Cancer, or Libra and Taurus. Okay. These are the vice versa to, and I don't read my cards upside down. I did when I first started reading years ago, but I don't read them upside down, reversed. Isn't that a beautiful flower on the TV? Thank you for these messages. I'm going to take this card, telling me to take that card, move these back, and I'm going to clarify with these. So, I see that we have four major arcanas. The first card we have the Knight of Wands. The Strength card, and this is the back. The Strength card. The Tower. The Star. The Ten of Wands. The Magician and the Lovers. Okay, let me make sure that's the Lovers. No, that's not the Lovers. That is I always get those mixed up. And no, I don't have my book near me, so that's why I'm looking through the other cards. Because if I see the regular card, I can tell which one it is. I'm sorry, this ain't the Star. This is the Temperance. Okay, come to find out, I was actually right about both of them. All right, so this is the Lovers and this is the Temperance. I got confused because the other card looks a little similar. I think I'm gonna cut this part out, because I'm confused. Do I have to book up there? I do not. Yeah, that's Judgment. That's Judgment. Okay, that's Judgment. Okay, so sorry about that. I'll probably cut that out anyway. Um, so yeah. So we have Judgment and the Star, the Magician, and the Ten of Wands. And I'm just meditating on these cards. Okay, I see that there are two people, and these two people are starting out with the same, going through the same thing. If you look at the star, is the star or is this temperance? I think this is temperance. I don't know why I'm so daggone confused about this. That's temperance. Okay, it's the star. Yeah, it's the star. Okay, that's what I thought. So there might be somebody who's like really confused about their life and their pattern. And when I read these cards, I look at both sides because sometimes I get messages from both sides. I feel like these people are very different. They're like day and night. They're like day and night. You see day and night. Okay. But at this moment, let me see if there's something else on the side. I feel like one person, if you notice, this person is naked, very vulnerable, pouring everything that they have into their emotions. I feel like this star represents somebody that they're looking at, um, that they want to connect with or thinking about. It might be somebody who's on their mind. And because there's a bird, I feel like this is a water sign who's connecting with the air sign. So Cancer and Libra, because those are the ones that came up at the beginning. I feel like I don't know about you, but when I think of Venus, I often think that Venus is like fire, the sign of fire. I don't know why. I see fire, like a fiery planet. And I know that's the sun, but because Venus is usually associated with passions and love, and so is fire. Like when you, oh, they burn a fire in my soul. That's what I think of. So um, I feel like this is the Libra. This is representing the Libra, and this is representing the water sign, the Cancer. Okay. This Libra may have come in like fiery and passionate and fast. May have been a after a period of the Cancer like meditating and praying and doing like some of you may be into like water work. Also water work could be like you being in the shower and just like talking to God or praying or singing or some type of meditation state, um, where you're in complete bliss. Also, I'm hearing somebody should be careful what they think of when they're in the shower. because you may meditate on the way the water feels on your body, but then you may be thinking about something negative as well, and it will manifest in your life. That's a form of meditation. So ultimately, I feel like this is in reference to the Cancer and the Libra. The Libra is they're there. Like spiritually, you may have been awake. Like the Cancer may have been awake for like months to years, practicing meditation, going out into the environment and putting your toes in the sand or the grass, hugging trees, becoming one with nature, bird watching as well. Um, and I feel like this Libra saw you in your environment and you're blessed, minding your own business and just walked right in. I gotta talk to her. I gotta, or him or her. Um, Actually, I'm sorry. I usually do, you know, I usually say him or her lightly, but no. This is about a him and a her, a Cancer woman and a Libra man. And if you identify with this, then this is for you. If you don't, then it's not. You also may be a male who identifies with being a female. And if you're a Cancer and you identify as being a female, then this is for you if you're dealing with a Libra man. This may relate to you if the signs don't match up. Take what applies, leave what doesn't. I'm going to give you the messages, but okay, what I was getting to is you guys are going through the same storm right now. You see, usually when you have rain, you have thunder and lightning. In the Cancer's life, you have rain, right? And in the Libra's life, you have thunder and lightning. I mean, it only shows lightning, but of course we know right before lightning comes thunder. Um, so I feel like you guys are going through maybe not the same storm, but similar storms. I feel like Cancer is deeper in the storm than Libra. Also, I'm getting because both of these cards are set in nighttime, you guys might be going through the dark night of the soul. That might be the storm that you're going through. Cancer may be a little further into the dark night of the soul. I'm getting that the Cancer is able to see through the Libra. Um, she may be able to see what the Libra needs to fix. The Cancer is connecting to the Libra's soul, and the Libra knows it, but the Libra he's scared. He's afraid. That's why he's walking away. He's afraid of the lightning. He's afraid that if he gets hit by the lightning, there'll be no coming back from it. So that's the current situation with um, Libra and Cancer. And I'll pull other cards to get the other signs that I said. I'm just going to write those down. Taurus, Virgo, and Gemini. Okay. Um, So I'm not going to read past, present, and future. I'm reading for the now. What's going on in the now? And then I'll pull cards on advice and what may or may not happen in the future. They're telling me to read them one at a time now. So we know that both Cancer, Cancer and Libra are going through a dark night of the soul of some sort or some type of storm that is similar or related to each other's storm. So, for example, they're asking me to elaborate on that so that you won't be as confused because I feel like there's somebody who's confused. Um, for example, if you're not going through the dark night of the soul, if you don't know what that is, um, if one of you is going through a financial problem, like you don't have a job or your job doesn't pay enough, the other one's going through something similar. For instance, if a cancer, say a cancer has a job, but the job does only pays minimum wage, the Libra doesn't have a job at all, or vice versa. Um, Say one of your parents just passed away, the other one just finds out shortly after that their parent is sick. Um, so things like that, like that are very, it's really really similar and close. Or you may go through a period where um, one person has a family member that passes, and then a couple days or weeks later, the other person has a family member that passes away. One person may not be able to see their kids, and the other one gets their kids taken. Like it's very similar situations. But I want to say it has something to do because there's water, and lightning is often associated with rain. I feel like it has something to do emotionally. So somebody may be depressed because of a job, a death in the family, a friend who left, and they may just be grieving life. Life is hard sometimes. The circumstances of life is hard. Um, so those are the things that are similar that you may be going through in your storm. Think about it and apply it to your situation. If it doesn't apply, then it's not for you. So I see Libra is trying to find strength in their situation. Even though they haven't hit the peak of their storm, they're trying to find strength because they kind of, air signs are more so, what's the word? Logical. They're more logical. So logically, Libra knows that, okay, this is the beginning of my storm and I need to get ahead of it. So they're trying to draw into this strength. Some may be trying to cope in some way. And I say that because the devil is here. Devil usually means like negative attachments or addictions. The Libra may have an addiction. They may have an addiction to porn or an addiction to weed or an addiction to pills or heroin or crack or whatever the case may be. Um, it don't have to be as extreme. Some people have addictions to cigarettes. Um, so what I'm saying is Libra is trying to get ahead of this storm. And what I'm seeing also is Libra may have an eating addiction. When they get stressed out, they may eat a lot or not eat. But I'm also seeing for one specific or one or two small specific individuals, I feel like you may be, if you're religious, um, you may be doing some sort of a fast to try to get ahead of this. And this fast, this hunger is causing you, is helping you to gain strength in this situation. I also see those of you that are doing a fast, it's opening up your third eye. This camera is horrible. There you go. It's opening up your third eye. And see, there's the lightning again. So yeah, somebody is really like whatever's happening, it's a shock. Like, I don't know, you may be rich and have lost all your money or is about to lose all of your money. You may have worked at a job for a very long time and and inherently that you're about to lose your job, whether that be the business closing down, going out of business, or whether that be the business downsizing and you're getting laid off, whatever the case may be, you are going through some sort of a breakdown moment where your life is literally like burning down before your eyes. And it may be a number of things. It may not be just your job, just your home, just your family. It may be everything at once. I'm feeling called to say because there's three windows. I'm feeling called to say that they're. Let's see. Can you see the windows? There we go. One, two, three, and then there's the eye. Okay. So I'm really being called to say that it may have been a sequence of 3 months, or it may be a sequence of 3 months. You may not even be going through this yet. Um, this reading is timeless, so I say 3 months from when you're watching this reading. But there's a big inclination that is telling me that you're going to be, this is all a part of the divine plan. If you see, there's a dove right there, and it's kind of at the bottom, kind of waiting to catch you when you fall. There's a reason that you're going through this tower moment because at the bottom of the tower is a treasure. But I wasn't even supposed to say that because I'm supposed to wait until the end to give the advice. I'll elaborate on that later. Okay, Cancer, that was for Libra. And just to recap, Cancer sees this tower moment coming ahead of time. They may say it 3 months prior to what's going on, but they're finding the strength to prepare for it. So you're already preparing. You're already trying to be equipped with it, because and maybe that's why I pointed out the bird, because you already know that there's a safety net at the end of at the bottom of the tower moment. You already know that it's a blessing in disguise. So, Cancer, you're in the eye of the storm. You're already in the eye of the storm, but even in the eye of the storm, there's a level of connectivity to source. There is nothing like stopping you. You have like incredible faith. Whoever you are, you have incredible faith and understanding of the way life works and how things flow in and out of your life. And you remain vulnerable and naked uh, for God to utilize you. You are a gifted person. You may not be into spiritual practices, however, not knowingly. You may not be knowingly into spiritual practices, but you still practice things on a spiritual level. Um, hold on. Okay. I feel like whatever you're going through, Cancer, you're carrying this burden with grace, with so much grace, so much grace. I mean, you if you look at his face, he looks a little grim and down in the dumps. But ultimately he sees the goal. Like he's looking ahead, he's forcing himself to move forward. And if you look on the backside, there's a brighter day ahead and there are houses behind him. So he knows where he's going. So I feel like that this storm is necessary for your growth. And you are manifesting that growth. You are manifesting that growth. Okay. You know that this storm is necessary. You know that there's going to be a brighter day ahead and that you just have to keep pressing on. I get a sense that you are a very resilient person. Like you've been through so much, and that's how you are able to navigate and manifest the way that you're manifesting because you know storms don't last forever. And that's how you're able to focus and even in the eye of the storm. I feel like when it comes to a Cancer and a Libra, you guys are going through this storm. I'm seeing so much similar things. So you're both going through similar storms. You're both finding strength in your own way. And you're both kind of embracing the end result. Libra, you're embracing it by preparing for it and understanding that it's necessary. Cancer, you're embracing it by powering through it and manifesting what you want as a result of it. And then we have the judgment that came out last. It was kind of like confusing. I feel like somebody is confused about this connection. You're confused about what this connection is because you notice the patterns. You notice that y'all go through the same things either one after another or at the same time. You both notice the strength in each other. You both notice the resilience in each other. You both notice the the passion in each other, but you don't know what exactly this connection is. And so we have judgment. And there's a bird in the sun. And it's not just a bird, it's God that's looking over this divine connection. You're confused as to where this connection is going, what is the significance, and how you can make it through the other side together when you have so many stumbling blocks in your way. This may be somebody from your past that you haven't talked to in a long time. You probably thought it was over forever. Then this may be a relationship or a person from your past that you've just chalked up as a loss. This may be somebody's baby's mother or baby's father, ex-husband, ex-wife. I'm hearing some of you were pregnant by this person in the past, but for whatever reason, the child did not make it through. And you're wondering why, if it didn't work out in the past, why is it coming back around? Let's clarify the. I don't think I need to clarify the first six cards. I'm going to clarify the judgment card. What is the judgment card? What are they being judged for? What is the connection for? Why do they have questions about this? What's the significance of the connection? I'm asking that you take my personal opinion and thoughts out of this. I'm asking that you insert your own vision and knowledge. I'm asking that you help me to be a beacon portal. I'm going to pull one more. What is this judgment about? What is this judgment part about? Ooh, lordy, lordy, lordy. Hmm. So the judgment is clarified by the King of Pentacles. the Five of Wands, and the Empress. Um, so some of you, I'm hearing that somebody may have a father that's an earth sign, a grandfather that's an earth sign, or just an older masculine earth sign in your life. And whoever this is, you go to him for wisdom and knowledge because it kind of feels like he has the key to life. This person always knows exactly what to tell you. Um, so I'm hearing that maybe he's told you if a relationship doesn't have a common goal, it's not going to last. So if you are in a relationship, Libra and Cancer, um, you may have a common goal. Your paths may be parallel. Um, for instance, if you say somebody wants to be a writer, the other person wants to be a filmmaker, or if somebody wants to be um, a nurse, the other one may want to do I don't know, holistic healing. Um, the paths are very parallel; they're similar, and in order for you guys to make it to those, you have to do it together. You cannot be, if you're in a relationship or you're thinking about getting back with this person, you cannot have two different um, paths and do it separately. Like you're going to have to do it together. Also, for some of you, I feel like you guys may be a little older. It may have been years ago. You may be in like your 40s or 50s now, 30s or 40s, but definitely older than 30. You may have met when you were like young, and now you've experienced so much and you have so much knowledge. Because I'm getting a couple that is just full of knowledge and understanding about the world and life. So now the couple, I'm seeing a Virgo or Taurus with a Cancer now. And in this card, it's both. It's the Earth sign, it's the Virgo, Taurus, and it's the Cancer with the moon here. And Taurus is the Emperor card. I believe Libra maybe too. But Taurus and Cancer are really standing out here right now. You guys are like the old wise couple. You're the Emperor and the Empress, even though the Emperor isn't here. The King of Pentacles always there is very similar energy to me when I see the King of Pentacles to the Emperor. They're both old and wise. I mean, old isn't always a bad thing, and wise definitely is not a bad thing. Um, I feel like there's a old wise couple. But this is what the judgment is. It's like the judgment is like the reward to the test. If you look at the storm being in the eye of the storm, being at the beginning of the storm, it's like the test. How well are you going to handle this storm? Are you going to bask in it and let it soak you and let it soak all your clothes and be in misery because of it? Or are you going to power through and find your strength and understand that at the end of this storm is a blessing? And that's what both the Tower card and the Magician are both saying here. Because at the tower in the Tower card, we have a white dove. White doves is like, we look at it as pure, as angel energy. You know what I'm saying? So, being that it's at the bottom of this tower, you have to get to the bottom of the tower to get to that blessing, which means you have to go through the eye of the storm in order for this tower to be broken all the way down so that you can get to this blessing. You know what I'm saying? So manifest the magician and the tower card in this reading is very similar energy. You know what I'm saying? With Cancer here, you have to go through the eye of you're in the eye of the storm, but you also understand that the burden of the eye of the storm equates to the magic behind it. Understanding that when you're in this storm, how you handle it is ultimately going to lead to a blessing, because you're going to come out not only stronger, you're going to come out with more knowledge, you're going to come out with understanding, you're going to be able to spread and give that knowledge and understanding to the next person who's going through the storm. You know, how you handle the eye of the storm determines the outcome. And that's what the judgment here is talking about. How are you handling this? I feel like both of these people are handling it with grace and resilience, and in the end, it's going to be a brighter day. Ultimately, it's going to be a brighter day. You're going to get to the reward, which for some of you may be the reward of union for those of you who are twin flames, for those of you who are working on a relationship, or who are in a relationship, who are in a marriage. For those of you who are not, it may just be that you're able to navigate life better. You're able to create more at more ease. Some of you may be starting your own business. That something you've been, holding back on. You've been trying not to do it, and your business partner may be going through the same storm that you're going through. You know, um, but ultimately, how you handle. If you get nothing else from this reading, remember this: how you handle the eye of the storm determines the outcome. Period. How you handle the eye of the storm determines the outcome. So let me see if there's any other messages before I get into the oracle cards. Is there any other messages when it comes to the Knight of Wands? Is there any other messages? I'm not taking this. Is there any other messages when it comes to the Strength card? Is there any other messages when it comes to the Tower? You know what I just noticed? Both set of people, both people, the Cancer and the Libra, both have two major arcanas. Oh no, yeah, two major arcanas and one minor arcana, which means whatever storm you're going through, it's of significance, and it's going to change your life. Is there any other messages when it comes to? I'll take this one. Is there any other messages when it comes to the Ten of Wands? Is there any other messages when it comes to the Magician card? Okay. All right. So clarifying the Knight of Wands. So Libra, for the Libra, the Knight of Wands, we have the High Priestess, and we have the Page of Pentacles. I don't know why I'm seeing the letters C, P, and M. C, P, and M. If you're a Libra with the initials of C, P, and M, or know somebody, know a Cancer with those initials, or they're of significance to you in some way, shape, or form, this is definitely for you. I feel like there's a Libra that dances. You may have gotten away from dancing for money because of money reasons. You may have stopped dancing in order to pursue a more lucrative business because ultimately, dancing, if you're not in the right group or environment, you don't make money. Um, you may have stopped dancing because to help to raise your family or to provide for your family. And so I'm seeing that this storm may have some significance to your work. Maybe the company that you work for um, maybe going out of business, or maybe you're getting laid off, you've gotten fired, or some of you are just very unsatisfied with this job. You feel the call of God telling you to leave, but you're too afraid to leave because you're worried about the financial loss. But then on one end, your eyes are open and you understand that this is something that you have to do for your growth. I'm really getting somebody who's older, 30s or 40s, maybe even 50s. You're ready to pursue your passions again. There may be also a Libra who's, and this may be a male Libra who identifies with their feminine energy. Maybe I don't know, maybe you're, a member of the LGBTQIA community, and you're just beginning to embrace yourself. But the storm is learning how to shield yourself from internalizing the negativity that comes with the stigma of it. You may be coming out the closet, or you may have been out the closet, but now you're trying to face your family or a significant other. I don't know who that was for, but I just saw that. But whoever you are, Libra, whatever your circumstances are, how you handle the eye of the storm determines the outcome. If you want to dance, dance. If you want to be a woman, be a woman. Embody that. And do not let other people's insecurities and pain be pushed onto you. Okay. So the lovers is clarifying the strength card. You may be a biracial couple or just two people that come from very different cultures and environments. I'm getting an islander, some type of Jamaican or Puerto Rican, Dominican, and a Native American. Mm. I'm not here to predict who this is for, but that's what I was getting. Um, this is like a very passionate attraction, the strength card. Whatever nationality or religious background you come from, it takes a lot of strength for you guys to be together. I feel like somebody may come from different backgrounds and your families aren't approving of it. So it takes a lot of strength for you two to be together because of your cultural differences, your family's differences. Um, I'm getting that somebody's family is trying to disown them because of it. That may be the storm that you're going through. And you have two sixes. The lovers is a six and six of wands. This six of wands is exactly what it looks like. Spotlight's on you, Libra. Um, with this tower card, at the end of this tower comes a greater reward than you've ever imagined having. Whatever you want to do, whatever you've always wanted to do, your passion. I'm getting the person who likes to dance again. If you like to sing, if you like to write, whatever it is that you do that makes you you and makes you your heart and soul sing, you're gonna you're gonna have recognition at the end of the storm. But it depends on how you handle the eye of the storm. Cancer, we have the Eight of Wands. I hear light a match. Light a match. Um, you may not even know what your passion is yet. And this eye of the storm may actually be revealing that to you, what your passion is. But you're also beginning to realize where you're stuck, where you're bounded, because you never realized, oh, you got two eights. That's funny. Libra got two sixes, Cancer got two eights. You have the Eight of Swords and the Eight of Wands. And it's funny because the Eight of Wands speaks of freedom and passion and drive, and the Eight of Swords speaks of restriction and closure and confusion. So I feel like this eye of the storm is actually revealing to you where you're restricted, where your passions is, what you want to do. If you look at this Eight of Swords, you see the girl at the bottom. She got her hand on her chin and she's thinking, all the possibilities if I wasn't so restricted. And of course, when you take away this restriction, there is a lot of the burden of maybe not having enough finances, maybe people condemning you and questioning you, and you know everything you've known to change. There's that energy behind both the Ten of Wands and the Eight of Swords. However, there's also a lot of possibilities. And going into the clarification for the Magician, it shows that the Four of Pentacles, four is stability, and look how much more at peace she is. Understanding that there's some things I have to keep to myself. Some things I can't reveal. I have to protect it. And those are your passions. I feel like in this season, there's a Cancer out there that's discovering their passions, but they have to keep it to themselves because it may ruin the outcome. All right, let me see if there's any other messages for the signs that I did not tap into. So it looks like this reading was mainly for Libra and Cancer. All right, I'll do this one. Okay, Taurus and Cancer, Virgo, Gemini. What messages do you have for them? Virgo. Ooh, Taurus. And Gemini. All right. Always look at the other cards. Okay. So Virgo, you got the Nine of Cups. I feel like let me actually clarify that before I say it. Can you clarify the Nine of Cups for Virgo? Clarify the Nine of Cups for Virgo. Is there anything else that you would like to say regarding Virgo? All right, Virgo, you have the Empress, the Five of Wands, Two of Cups. This is a bonus card that came with the deck, and to me, it's like the family card. And the Five of Pentacles. So this is saying exactly what I thought it was saying. When I looked at this card, some people may read it different. I am an intuitive reader. I whatever pops out, whatever I feel, whatever I get from the card, that's what I say, and that's what it is. You know, I get messages, and I don't memorize the meaning of the card. So forgive me if it's not the initial meaning of it. But when I looked at this card, I seen a celebration. When I asked celebration for what, I saw marriage. So I wanted to clarify it, right? And speaking of eye of the storm, some of you, I believe I said something along the lines of a family that two families that don't necessarily get along or they're from different backgrounds. So when it comes to this, I see a wedding. There is somebody who's celebrating a wedding. And when I pulled the cards, I got the Empress, excuse me. When you look at the Empress, it's like, uh, for me, I'm seeing mainly growth, but this may be somebody who's pregnant. And there's confusion around this pregnancy, um, but not within the relationship. It's within this family. The family doesn't understand the love between you two. Therefore, they're shutting you out in the cold. There may be somebody, I'm getting a sense of somebody eloping or going down to the justice of the peace to get married because the families don't agree and don't condone the relationship. If you look at the family card, this girl is turning her back on her grandmother and her children. So I just feel like there may be a grandmother who's embracing what's happening, what's going on between the two of you, but somebody is shutting you out in the cold. Somebody is turning their back on you when you need them the most. Um, it may be a parent, it may be a sibling, aunt, uncle, someone who has a significant role in your life. And because the Empress is here, it may be a mother who's not approving of this. But, and I'm going to say it again, how you handle the eye of the storm determines the outcome. All right, that was for Virgo. Okay, this one's Gemini, and I'm going to do sports next because Gemini, yeah. Okay. This one's not so intense, Gem. So you can breathe. Hmm, maybe not. Maybe it is. Got tired of bending down on the floor. Ooh. Started out lighthearted and then it just bombed. So I'm going to say, I think this has something to do with your family again. Another family message. Gemini, you have the Chariot. You have the Knight of Cups. And you have the Six of Cups, the Five of Pentacles, the Temperance, and Tower. So Gemini, off the bat, I got a sense that, oh yeah, and your card is the Four of Pentacles. I feel like with the Four of Pentacles, um, Gemini, you saving your money, you stacking up. Somebody's stacking up to move. Somebody is saving their money to move, um, either toward something that's dear and near to your heart. I'm gonna just say it. To me, it looks like Gemini is saving up their money to move back home, but they're afraid their life choices is going to cause them to be shut out in the cold from their family. Their family's going to turn their back on them or judge them or for whatever reason. Um, and you're kind of contemplating whether you should actually go back home. But the reason that you want to go back home is because you need to. There's some sort of tire moment in your life right now that's going on where you have a need to go home. You need to go back to either your parents' house or your family neighborhood or your city where you came from, your city, town, or state. And you're like, okay, I can do this. I can just see people being nervous. Somebody's nervous to go back home. Somebody's nervous to visit home again or to go around their family again because maybe this comes after a period of success. Maybe you were very successful and you had your nose up to them like, hmm, I got Maseratis and I got a big mansion and I got this and I got that. And what do you have? You're still in that little town that we grew up in and you're just like very snooty, but now you have to humble yourself. So you're a little nervous that your family isn't going to take you in after you when you come back home because you were so rude and mean to them. Or it may be the opposite. You may have to go back home because somebody who was rude and mean to you needs you. And you're kind of battling between saying no and leaving everything that you've built for yourself to go and take care of this person. But how you handle the outer storm determines your outcome. Take that how you want to take it. Either way, what you determine and what you do has either an action and every action that you take has a reaction. So remember that. You're not obligated to take care of anybody, but what comes after that? All right, Gemini. That was Jim, wasn't it? Virgo? Yeah, Gemini. Now I'm doing Taurus. All right, Taurus. My Taurus is, we got the Six of Wands. Y'all are celebrating something. We got the Page of Swords. We got the Nine of Pentacles. So my money looking good. And we got the Lovers. Honestly, I'ma just say it. Celebration, and I mean the Six of Wands and the Page of Swords. Page of Swords, somebody is coming to tell you something, and it may lead to whatever celebration, or somebody may be coming to your celebration to tell you something. It may be regarding to money or love or both. I'm getting that somebody is financially stable and they want to tell you that they want to marry you because they're in love with you. That's for a small few. Um, you may be celebrating, and at this celebration, you announce something regarding money to a lover or your loved ones. Regardless, somebody's celebrating something, somebody's money looking good, and there is love all in the midst. This may be a marriage. Somebody could say, I do. Somebody could be proposing. Somebody could be just professing their love. Let me see if there's anything. Any other clarifications? The Magician all up in through here. Wish fulfillment. Look like somebody's moving to me. You may be moving towards somebody. Mm. Somebody may be moving away from an addiction. That might be the celebration. And I'm gonna pull one more card. I said one more, but nope. And I don't know why the Tower and the Five of Pentacles keep coming out. And then the Family card. Somebody has a negative attachment to their family. And they're shut out in the cold. They're either the black sheep of the family, or you're about to turn your back on your family because they are so toxic. Somebody may be trying to manifest moving away. This may be what the celebration is for. Somebody is moving away and they're announcing it, and they're moving away because of a job, or they may be moving away because of a job and love. They may be relocating to another city, state, or town for love, but they found a job that pays well as well. Some of you may be pregnant and they're relocating to be with this love because of the pregnancy. Or because of pregnancy, you may be getting married. And you're turning your back on your family because of this relationship. But whatever it is, wherever, if you're relocating for love or pregnancy or job, this is wish fulfillment. You may be moving away, relocating because of a career or passion, or just maybe your time to get what you want. You may have devoted all your life and all your time and energy to your family. And now it's just time for you to get out and do your own thing. Manifest certain things in your life. And if you're moving away for love, moving to another city, state, town, whatever, for love, you're going to for a job, you're going to find love there. Because it's just your time. It's time that you get everything that you want. And it's going to come. And that's what the eye of the storm is going to bring for you. All right. So now I'm going to do some oracles. My two favorite oracle cards. Well, I'm going to do all three because I was going to leave love out of it. But, okay. I'm going to do one card for each because I know this reading has been long. I don't even have the time on here, but I know it's been a long reading. All right. Can you tell me anything about love? Love, love, love. What about love? This is for all the signs that I mentioned. If it resonates, it's for you. This is for life in general, only advice for life and how to go about the eye of the storm, how to go about exploring the eye of the storm. What advice do you have for the signs that I mentioned before regarding the eye of the storm and what they should do and how they should go about? Got that one. And here go one of my favorite oracles, the Isis. It always gets me. It's always some good advice. I need spiritual advice for whoever is watching regarding their life and the eye of the storm that they are going through or will be going through. All right. First things first, the lovers or the romance oracle. Stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. Next is celebration. This is how you should navigate the storm, the eye of the storm, by celebrating. And you can't really see it. I'm gonna try to get to the other camera, but you can see like it's hologram, so you can't really see it. But there's like she's like in the storm. It looks like you can't see it, but it looks like she's in the midst of a storm. Celebration. Let go and have fun. Just let go. Just have fun. How you handle the eye of the storm determines the outcome. Celebrate. Appreciate the moment that you're in today, right now. And when you come out of the storm, you'll be able to continue to appreciate and celebrate. Here's the picture for the Isis Oracle card. Let's see. There you go. All right. Life, flower of life. You can't even see it. All right. You are entering a fertile period of your life. You are guided to think of yourself as a creative being and to surrender your control over how things will manifest and instead allow them to do so. Don't resist change. Instead, go with the flow and let it happen. Now is the time for your blossoming. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is your reading, and I will see you guys next week.